work with type, but first let's go back to last class with our patterns because I want to really make sure we understand that because it's going to be part of our next lesson with type. So let's make our 8.5 by 11 document at 300 dpi, and I opened up a image I found. Think this is probably from the internet or something like that. I'm going to crop it, make it a little more square. It's already at low resolution. It's 1.33 by almost 1. I'm going to just highlight 300 and put 150. And you notice that the size increased, but the information stayed the same. It's still 240, 287.9K. Click OK and click this. I just um, resize it because I want it to be a certain resolution when I fit this image over here, our big image. Okay, so let's define this, but let me make another layer and let me duplicate the layer and I'll just fill this with a color. I'll put this on top, then let's add a blending mode. Okay, now I'm going to define this. I'll go to edit, define pattern, click OK, and then I'll play around with another blending mode. I'll define this one as a pattern 2, and I'll just invert. Do one more. And I'll define this as well. And I'll also play with resolution. I'm going to go to image size and interpolate it. So I'm going to change it to I want to make it 300. I'll make it 200. Now by checking resample, I'm increasing information because it was 287. Now it's 511. So I'm going to interpolate it. And I'm going to define this. So we have a couple of different patterns that's been defined. And it's the first one that we're going to increase the resolution so it'll be a different size. Now let's go to our main image. I'll make some layers. We're going to fill, choose pattern, and looks like I have some patterns already, but I'm going to choose the ones I created. I'll start with the first one, and I'll just click OK. Okay, simple fill. The first ones, remember, it was very low res, and we have a high res document, so it's going to fill more. Now, if we go back here and increase resolution here, the size is going to be bigger. So I'll make another layer, and I'll go edit, fill, and I remember that my latest one was at a high resolution. So I'm going to click on that and click OK. And you're going to see it's going to be bigger. See, it's much larger than the other one. Okay, I'll make another layer. I'll go edit, fill. I'll pick a different one. This time, I'm not going to click OK. I'll click away, click on script, and give it a special effect. I'll do spiral, then click OK. And this looks very interesting. I'll increase my spacing, click OK. Great, now I have a spiral effect. I'll make another one, go edit, fill. I'll pick this one, click away. Instead of spiral, let me do cross weave. See what that's about. And adjust my spacing and my scale of the pattern. See, this is almost like the resolution issue. We could create smaller or larger shapes. So this is like a scale. And click OK. All right, so now we can just play around with some blending modes. Here, I'll make this multiply. Actually, difference. I'll make this something like hard light or something. Yeah, this one here, I'll just. Okay, now we just turn them on and off so we can see different versions. So top is multiply. Okay, so we got some interesting effects here. Okay, so we got ourselves a pattern. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to apply this pattern to our next stage. So I'll save this. Pattern type. And I'll save it to the desktop. Okay, and we'll work on our second phase of this.